I think it's really important. I know people try and put it to one side as a particular subject, but I think it intersects with everything that we're doing, from deciding about structures, how we build it, do we keep buildings, do we not, how we deal with sites. So I think it's to do with everything now. It's become the norm. Well, I think architects really have got to be kind of experts in sustainability in terms of on all of it. It's almost like a jack of all trades, master of none. We've got to know a bit about electrical systems and structure, embodied carbon, and then we've got to be an advocate to our clients. We've got to be an advocate to even the construction industry and engineers sometimes. So I think we've got a really pivotal role at the centre of any new project. So we've got to know a lot about it so that we can be advocates for it. Well, I think the biggest trend's got to be retrofit. I know there's big organisations like Lend-Lease and others are saying that they're not really going to go into big precinct developments anymore. They're going to start looking for, around the world, things where they can have adaptive reuse or they can reposition existing assets. And we're seeing a lot of that work, certainly in all the cities that we have. There's a lot of B, C grade assets that can be that can be enhanced and become part of a new future. I think that even with work from home, people probably think the cities are kind of dead and suburbans. But I think cities are changing. So, as an example, I think I rubbed the mic there. So, I think as an example for urbanisation, I think kind of de-aggregation of things. So say like healthcare. I think you're going to find not large hospitals on the edge of town. You're going to find the urban centres full of scanning and treatment and different areas. I think that the urban spaces are going to be occupied by a wider range of uses, but I think they've got a bright future still. Well, that's a tricky one. I think certainly, I think it's some basic things like clean water, air, sunshine, those kind of things. I think whatever kind of makes those things comfortable. But I think people's spaces are becoming more used for more different things. There's obviously work from home, leisure. I think we maybe need separate spaces to enjoy those things, so we can maybe pull our lives apart a little bit more. So because I think well-being, your work and your home life is all kind of intersecting. And I think that can become difficult for a lot of people. So I think ways in which we can pull those apart and have special time for different things is probably one of the things that I would see. I think it's some of the things I've talked about. I think it's sunshine, fresh air, outside spaces. I think obviously biophilic design, the kind of integration of plants and greenery within all of our buildings and our homes. I think it's quite important. I think gone are the kind of sealed air conditioned box. I think we've got to think of better ways to integrate all of those things and kind of improve our lives. What I really love about WAF is that you're able to see so much work and see how people present, and it's the way they present, either the way they put their arguments together or the way they do animations or the way that they construct their arguments for the buildings. I find it's endlessly fascinating. It's definitely the best festival or conference that I've been to about architecture. Yeah, I think certainly it gives you ways to engage with the market. There's a lot of architects here, so you do meet old friends and connections, and you get a better understanding about the global market and what the trends are, where the work is. There aren't so many clients here, and maybe I think it would be good if more clients were here so that they could actually see the work of architects, use it more of a showcase. I think that if WAF was to develop and try to attract more of those people, I think that would be a really useful element to add to the festival.